A while back I made a bunch of these quilt block organizers out of foam board and batting. There's instructions on YouTube showing you how to make these, but they're kind of time consuming to make. So I started using these floor mats from Sam's. You buy a whole pack of them for about $20 and you can cut them to whatever size you want. So I've used them for all kinds of things. I have some videos out there for making Tenerife lace and using these little squares to make the lace. You can cover them with fabric, whatever you want to do. I've used them for organizing quilt blocks, and you don't have to pin your blocks down. You just sandwich them in there. And if you want to carry this thing to class, I've made elastic bands that you just strap the thing together, and you can put this whole thing in a bag or a carry case, and when you get to class the blocks are all still perfect. So that I've really enjoyed using it for that. I've also purchased this one at Dollar Tree. It's one of those little gardening knee mats, and it's a little bit thicker than these, and I like that. And so I've made a little lap disc out of one of those. I just cut the handle off of it, and I've got all the supplies I need pinned to here. I've got a little felt needle book that I did on my embroidery machine, and I've got that pinned down. I've got a little pentagon English paper piece bowl pinned down to the mat. Got my pattern. I've got all the pieces that I need to piece together, and thread. I've just put those on pins. So it's very easy to carry around, and your stuff's going to stay pretty secure. But yesterday I was working on this pattern, and this is a paperpieces.com. It's the Modernistic Star, and the segments are all done, you know, in stages, and pretty easy up until this point. But now that the project is growing, I was struggling with pain in my left hand from trying to keep the pieces from sliding apart, and then maneuvering my magnets onto the piece and all of that all at the same time. So to avoid pain, I just kind of laid everything out on this foam board and matched all the points and everything, and put a couple of pins in there. And you can take your sew-tights or your badge magnets or whatever you're using, and you can slide the back underneath. And so the pins are taking the place of your hand while you try to position the magnet. So once you get the magnet under there, or the backing under there, then your piece is secure. So I can do with that in a couple of places, whatever you need depending on how large your piece is. So once that is secure, my edges are not going to move, and I'm not having to slide and push with my hand, which is very painful for me. And I still like to use these cable tie, magnetic cable ties that I got on Amazon. They're 2 magnets, and they're pretty easy to use for English paper piecing, but I like to use those on the edge of my project because it gives me something to hold on to, and I'm not pinching, so I'm not getting all that pain in here. And then you can also swivel them around to where this little thing's not in the way, and then when you slide them along, they just kind of follow each other. So there's my tips, and the main one is how to use these foam boards to get your magnets in place and get your piece lined up.